Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone back here for Smash This Podcast. The Mae Young Classic finals are upon us. Coming tonight, Tuesday night, following Smackdown on the WWE Network. I can tell you, folks, I've probably never been this excited for women's wrestling. And that may sound like a chauvinistic thing to say. It's not meant to sound like that. But this is pretty special. To have women from 13 different companies. Dear God, it's late on a Monday. I apologize. 13 different countries represented, and to all give their all for this and making history for women's wrestling. This really is special. And if you haven't watched the episodes, please do yourself a favor. Watch the episodes. At least the second half of them, if anything. Okay? There is some tremendous women's wrestling in this collection of women getting together for this. Brought to you by, Triple H amongst, whoever else is on his team to bring this all together. Hats off to you guys, seriously. all the men and women involved in putting this together. This is, in my opinion, going to end up being bigger than the Cruiserweight Classic. Okay? And if you watch this Road to the Finals special, especially the 3-on-3 women's match, the 3-on-3 tag match. Wow. It's basically the response. Do you remember the response that the crowd gave after, a few of the matches and, please sign so-and-so, they had that same response after this 3-on-3. It was really shocking in a good way. Full Sail University crowds are usually pretty upbeat. Once in a while they're a little depending on who comes out. For this match, they were just, the excitement was up here. And especially for Jazzy Gabbert. And they gave her a response that I don't think she was ready for. In fact, I don't think all 6 women involved in this match were ready for the response that they got out there. Because they all got decent pops coming out. But Jazzy, wow. This was really something. The match had Santana Garrett, Sarah Logan, and Marty Bell versus Tessa Blanchard. Love Tessa Blanchard. Jazzy Gabbert and Kaylee Ray. Now this was kind of bittersweet to see these girls out there, because these were some girls who didn't make it past the first or second round, and it was nice to see them featured in this, just to see them once again, especially for like Tessa, who is insanely talented, and we only saw her in one match. Like I said, I'm glad I didn't make a bracket for this, because it would have been busted in the first round immediately. I would have picked girls like Jazzy and Tessa to go at least to the semifinals. And they were gone in the first round, shockingly. But they still put on great matches, and Kaylee Ray. And to see them again in this match was nice. And it was also nice to see Tessa, Jazzy, and Kaylee Ray win this one. And I'm telling you, just it's only a 20-minute special. It starts out talking about the Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane match that's going to happen at the finals. But then they also feature this 3-on-3, and it's something to behold, folks. Seriously, I can't say that enough. The crowd response is just insane. They give Jazzy a pop similar to what I would say similar to, I mean, obviously it's a smaller version because it's a smaller venue, but they give Jazzy a pop tonight similar to what Brock Lesnar got on Raw tonight, okay? So, I would have to assume that they're going to sign Jazzy. You should never assume anything in pro wrestling, but after the response she got, I can imagine that she's going to wind up. If they sign her, she's going to be like the next Beth Phoenix. I'm going to predict it already, okay? And to have Beth Phoenix on that panel of commentators talking during this match was interesting because you can make a lot of similarities between Jazzy Gabbert and Beth Phoenix. The power, the look, the presence, just wow. That's all I can say is wow. So yeah, go watch this special. It's a lot of fun to watch. Excuse me, it's very late. So I'm as excited as I am for Smackdown because there's 3 championship matches, I guess. I didn't watch last week's. I just didn't watch. Which shocked a few of my friends, including my wife. You didn't watch Smackdown? No, I just didn't. May the wrestling gods above forgive me. My goodness, I missed a show. I am more excited to watch the finals on the network after Smackdown. And I know we're getting the Kairi Sane Shayna Baszler match, but I really hope we don't just get that. I hope we get more. Can you imagine, after watching this match, the 3-on-3, if they bring out Jazzy for a match like they do at, there's a main event and then there's preliminary matches to go up to that. Can you imagine if they bring Jazzy Gabbert out in this Las Vegas crowd? The place, I think the place is gonna explode. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be shocked. But I've heard that the Mae Young Classic has been successful as far as views, so people are starting to see who she is. So yeah, I hope we get a couple other matches leading up to the finals. And obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously, but you would almost have to assume that the 4 Horsewomen, the 2 versions of the 4 Horsewomen, are also going to be there. So I'm sure there's going to be some kind of, not necessarily a showdown, but if both groups of women are there, something's got to happen. Some little standoff backstage, or maybe, and I don't want to predict who's going to win this because I could see both women just destroying each other, and I can see Kairi Sane winning, and I can also see Shayna Baszler winning. And like I said in one of my last videos, if Shayna wins, then she's got the pop behind her from the 4 Horsewomen to drive a whole new storyline, because Shayna Baszler won this Mae Young Classic. And that takes the women's Mae Young Classic, you know, everything after this will be like built on that. Even if Kairi Sane doesn't win, she's signed. At least I'm pretty sure she's signed to NXT. So she's gonna, like, basically, you could say, fill the shoes of Asuka, because she's tremendous. I mean, for the pint-sized girl that she is just a little. She's a little stick of dynamite. My goodness, I don't know what else to say. She is something. So I mean, you could. I could see aftermath of either of these girls winning being a positive for the Mae Young Classic. Okay. So, but I'm hoping we also get a couple other matches. You know, we'll see. But nonetheless, this is going to be very exciting to watch. I can't wait to see it. Depending on what I feel like afterwards, I may do a live review. We'll see. So yeah, little message to my rambling buddies: watch it, because they haven't been watching this. I'm not going to say I'm ashamed of them. You guys got to start watching this. This is the future of women's wrestling, and it's growing now like never before. And I hope it keeps growing like this, you know. In the WWE, it puts more eyes on other, you know, for the women that don't get signed through partaking in this, it's going to put more eyes on them outside the company, and it's just going to grow from there. Okay, so no matter who comes out on top of this or who gets signed with contracts, it's still a major positive for women's wrestling. And like I said, I'm very excited about it. Give me your thoughts, and you know, even if it's just about Jazzy or whatever. You know, who are your favorites in this, and who do you think is going to win in the finals on Tuesday night? And no, it doesn't count if you answer after it's done. But whatever, I don't care. I'd love to hear from you. You know, and if you're watching this after the fact, nonetheless, give me your thoughts on the Mae Young Classic. This road to the final special. The tag match is a lot of fun. You know, give me your thoughts on it. And that's it for this one. And I've noticed I've gotten a lot of new subscribers lately, but I've also heard a comment recently that my videos are not showing up in their feed. Thanks, YouTube, for all the support. So in that case, if you like my content, if you want to see more, hit that little bell on my page, and you'll get notifications for when I do bring out new, you know, content on pro wrestling, or I also do stuff on classic rock as well, or whatever crosses my mind that I want to talk about. So yeah, give it a like, you know, give it a sub to see more content, and we'll see you soon for the next one. Probably tomorrow night, talking about the Mae Young Classic finals. Can't wait. Give me your thoughts below. Thanks for watching.